Hey, so remember back to the first part of the term when I first made this distinction between descriptive claims on the one hand versus normative claims on the other. Descriptive claims are claims about how the world in fact is. The world is round. Cheddar cheese is made out of milk. I'm standing in the cemetery right now. Normative claims are claims about how the world ought to be. So claims like, well, that person killed someone, but they should not have done that. This other person stole some money. They should not have done that. They ought not to have done that. The world ought to be other than what it is. And mostly, of course, in this class, we've been asking questions about these normative claims. What ought we to do in situations? How should the world be, regardless of how it actually is? This week, however, I want to go back and examine some more descriptive claims. And these are descriptive claims about how people, as a matter of fact, think about normative claims. So what are the considerations people use when making a judgment that a certain action is right or wrong? So, somewhat confusingly, we're studying descriptive claims about normative judgments. So, how could we describe our own human psychology such that we accurately capture how we, in fact, determine how things ought to be as opposed to how they are? And so I've just given you one reading on this. There's a huge literature. Lots of different people have different theories about this. But this is a nice chapter from a book by the psychologist Jonathan Haidt, who is interested in this descriptive claim about what is it that makes people decide what they should or shouldn't do, and how did they decide how to behave. So just a moment, I'll come back and I'll just give you a brief outline of the main claims that he makes in that chapter that we're reading this week.